Got an email back, classic Apple, got a cease and desist. They were going to sue me if I published the book. They offered me a job at Apple. So I traded my flip-flops for a cubicle and a commute in Cupertino. It's more important to build a community in the early days than it is to monetize that community. So if you are trying to dive into the world of entrepreneurship, do it as a side hustle, do it nights and weekends.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Business Narrative. Today we will going to explore an unconventional journey from whitewater rafting to a successful tech company, and this story belongs to none other than Jesse Lakes. Jesse, thank you so much for your precious time.
Absolutely. So excited to be here and share some stories and hopefully learn a few things as well.
It's totally an honor and fantastic to have you on our podcast today. Uh, Jesse, your entrepreneurial journey is not a typical narrative, right? Uh, I know that you were accidentally you became an entrepreneur, right? So, like, I want to know about your 20s, your mid 20s. Tell us about that phase of your life.
Quite a journey, right? So coming out of high school, I was really excited about kind of the what was happening, right? It was right at the beginning of the dot-com era. And as I was in college, the dot-com crash happened. So really got a front row seat during this formative years of seeing what was going on. And of course, was interested in entrepreneurship and saw all these crazy dollar signs going by. So built this website thinking that I could be a millionaire before I graduated. I did a business plan class and wrote a business plan about it. But ultimately, with the dot-com crash, all this ad revenue dried up. So I was only really left with affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing has been kind of this through line through the rest of the story. But initially, I really kind of hated it because it meant, I had to work much harder to make any money whatsoever, much less these millions of dollars that this pro forma, spreadsheet that some, college kid had no idea billion. So the story really kind of started there, but you have to fast forward a handful of years. I've graduated from college at this point, and I'm, as you said, a whitewater rafting guide, spending my summers in Colorado, my winters in Costa Rica, and fall and spring, I'd work on these web projects. And one of the web projects that really started to kind of take off was I would take the soundtracks from extreme sports films and link them up to iTunes and Amazon. So someone watching the latest Warren Miller film and seeing a segment or hearing a new song they really liked, an easy place to go and download it. And of course, I used affiliate links to monetize the website. Well, this is the first website that had that kind of classic hockey stick growth in traffic, which was really exciting. Something was finally working, but my revenue was really flat and just couldn't figure out why things kind of kept getting further and further apart. So the aha moment for Genius Link, that the company I'm working on now, was when I realized that skiing and snowboarding and surfing and music were all very international. People around the world love those things. The oh no moment came almost immediately afterwards when I realized that because I was linking to iTunes US and Amazon.com, anyone outside of the US was essentially being served a broken link. They weren't able to go forward and buy the music that I was linking to. So I called up my best friend, engineer at Microsoft at this point, and said, hey, dude, can you build me a smart link based off someone's location or device or language? Can we send them to the right place to buy this music? And of course, him being an engineer is like, yeah, dude, I can build you anything, but you have to write me the requirements document. So I skipped Costa Rica that year and just deep dove to try to understand how the iTunes affiliate program worked. From there, I saw that there was a number of challenges and efficiencies, but got him the notes he needed to kind of build me this smart tool. And then another friend said, hey, stop being a bum and do something with this knowledge that you've dug out. The iTunes affiliate program was paying really well, but there just really wasn't any documentation that was available. So wrote a book, Mastering the iTunes Affiliate Program. And just as I was about ready to publish this book, it was just going to be a PDF that I sold. I sent a copy to Apple. Hey, I think they'll appreciate this. Got an email back, classic Apple, got a cease and desist. They were going to sue me if I published the book. So of course I freak out, get a call from this woman, and very first 30 seconds, very civil and polite. Next 45 minutes, kind of got yelled at. Who are you? We've never heard of you. How could you know anything about the affiliate program? This must all be lies. You're going to ruin the program. Blah, blah, blah. So ultimately I summoned the courage and said, hey, why don't you read the book and then let's talk? So a couple weeks later, I got a ping back, and they had read the book, and They were curious if I was over the age of 18 and if I was a US citizen. Yes and yes. So they offered me a job at Apple. So I traded my flip-flops for a cubicle and a commute in Cupertino and went and spent the next 2 years essentially making that book obsolete, except for one problem. And that was around this whole geofragmentation challenge, that challenge I initially ran into. So, stood on my soapbox and shouted about this problem, but ultimately they paid me really well to make this problem even worse. We 3x the size of the iTunes affiliate program and 10x the volume going through. So now it was this real significant problem. And I saw that Amazon was having that same challenge. They continued to expand and they didn't really pay attention to that geofragmentation, the idea that people in different parts of the world needed to buy from certain stores and there was different affiliate programs to monetize that. So a couple of years at Apple, said goodbye, handed my badge, and shortly after handing my badge, I went back and pitched them, and they were one of our very first clients on this crazy journey for the last 13 years of what is now called Genius Link, a link management platform for influencers and creators recommending products. So anyway, you asked a short question. I gave you a crazy long answer, but that's how it all started, from raft guide bum to writing a book to working at one of the largest companies in the world and then starting my own company.
Jesse, you have talked about affiliate marketing in your previous talk, right? And previous answer, right? So I want to know, like, what is affiliate marketing for many people? They don't even know, because you are an expert of this particular field or this particular area on the internet. And secondly, I want to know, like, why you have chosen Amazon, because we have a lot of options, but you are working specially for Amazon, right? So, like, how we can earn money with the help of affiliate marketing through Amazon?
Two great questions. Let me take them one at a time. So what is affiliate marketing? So affiliate marketing is performance-based marketing. It's the whole idea of including kind of a salesperson or a marketer as part of a rev share. So the basic idea and example we often see is we want to buy a new camera. So we hop on a handful of different review sites, and the review sites kind of tell us all the different specs and tell us the pros and cons, etc. Well, typically somewhere in those review sites is going to be a link to actually go and buy that camera. Well, that link is often an affiliate link. It's a link to a specific product, but often includes some additional parameters, some additional information, so that when you click on that link and go buy it from either Amazon or B&H Photo Video or Best Buy, those retailers, Amazon, Best Buy, or B&H Photo Video, can reward the website for sending them that traffic and then pay them for any sort of sale that happens afterwards. So performance-based, you don't get paid. That website doesn't get paid unless a sale happens, but it's a way that the internet has really evolved over the last 25, 30, nearly 30 years now, to reward all these content creators, all this amazing information about, product reviews, or, XYZ to solve this problem, or what's the coolest new gadget for your kitchen or for your hair or whatever it might be. A lot of that is really foundational in performance marketing, aka affiliate marketing. That was one question. So we've continued to have a great relationship with Apple. I've helped them out with some really cool stuff. But Amazon's a behemoth, right? They are 40 some odd percent US e-commerce market share. So from the world of online buying in the US, it's massive. But Amazon has also spent a lot of time and money over the last 20 years growing internationally, right? Amazon now exists in over 20 different countries. They have over 20 different storefronts. So that core problem, that core geofragmentation problem of ensuring that shoppers get to the right product in a store that's optimized for them, Amazon has really embodied that and given us a great canvas to continue to build and perfect this technology. So not only is it the biggest affiliate program, not only is it very, very global, but it also is a great use case for the technology that we've built. And there's a lot of opportunity there.
Your insights are very helpful for me and for the audience as well. So do let me know how you guys are working with the creators around the globe, and how you are maintaining authenticity, because there are numerous creators around the globe. And lastly, do also let me know, have you set any criteria if any influencer or content creator want to join your platform? What is the particular parameters that you have set?
Let me answer that second question first, right? So that authenticity part is really important. There are a number of different tools available for creators to help monetize their their creation, right? Whether it's video or photo or writing or whatever it might be. Um, Affiliate marketing in particular often comes as kind of that third tool. A lot of people are interested in brand deals or sponsorship or ad revenue, but affiliate marketing allows you to be a little bit more selective in what products you recommend. So right there's a bit of an authenticity piece, right? We hear a lot of stories about, oh, you can go pay, a Kardashian $1 million and they'll recommend your product. That may not be as authentic, but with our tools, because it's built around affiliate marketing, you can recommend one product over the other because you have that familiarity with it. It's a true recommendation. The authenticity is there. On top of that, we are a premium tool. It costs money to use our tool, unlike a lot of the other tools where you will get a rev share directly out of it. So therefore, the bar is a bit higher. The creators that come to us are willing to spend their own money genuinely to recommend a product that they often genuinely believe in. So that extra step, that extra bit of friction definitely helps us ensure that our clients are authentically recommending products they truly recommend or truly believe in. That being said, those aren't perfect guardrails. We definitely have clients that create a lot of different links for a lot of different things, and maybe they're looking for deals. They may not recommend that specific product, but they saw that product is 50% off, and that's a great deal for whatever it might be. So the tool can definitely be used in a variety of different ways, but in general, completely agree that affiliate marketing needs that level of authenticity, and that's definitely the client that we're most tuned in for. I believe the first part of your question was around why do creators need a tool like ours? And a lot of creators kind of dive into it as a hobby, and that's great. Creating video, sharing on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube is a great way to kind of work those creative muscles. But often they find that hobby could be a lifestyle. They could make a job out of it, but again, it requires some degree of monetization from different tools. Kind of those first two types of monetization we talked about before, kind of the brand deals and the ad revenue, often requires a certain level of performance. You need at least so many followers or so many posts or so many recommendations before you're able to get some of these brand deals, or you've hit the criteria where these platforms start to pay you out. Affiliate marketing, on the flip side, you can start from the very beginning. Amazon's affiliate program, for example, requires you to sell 3 things in 180 days. That's a pretty low bar. So a lot of these creators can dive into affiliate marketing from the beginning and then use it as they continue to go. So yeah, what do we do for affiliate marketers? We give them revenue, which is really the lifeblood of allowing them to continue to move forward and create great content.
Mostly the audience we have, they belongs to 18 to 35 age group, and this is an age where you want to do something in your life. uh, it's a digital era, as you know, and you're working with many creators, and there are many people who are watching this. They wanted to be content creator. So as a content creator, what are the parameters they should rely on, and secondly, what they should be focused as a content creator, because you have experience, you have been working with many creators. So any suggestions from your side?
That's such a great question. I think there's kind of 2 aspects for the aspiring content creator. And one is to stay specific and stay niched on something that you really believe in. If this works well, you're going to want to still have passion at your 100th video or your 1,000th video. If you're just jumping around and doing a bunch of different stuff, the algorithm's not going to know how to treat you, and you're probably not going to have the same passion as you did talking about one specific thing. So again, as a content creator, if you have an incredible passion about XYZ, make sure you focus on that and stay relatively close to that as you dive in. The second piece is it's more important to build a community in the early days than it is to monetize that community. Unfortunately, we see a lot of creators get a little bit of traction and then try to shift gears and start making as much money as they can. And unfortunately, that really starts to kill their momentum. You really need a community. You really need an audience, especially an engaged audience, before your product recommendations or your service recommendations, your recommendations in general will really start to get traction. So stay focused, focus on the community, and then monetize is often the recommended kind of path forward.
Your answer was very concise and to the point. And now I will going to detrack you a little bit, because we have surprised rapid fire round. And now I will going to ask you some rapid fire questions, and you have to answer them very quickly? Tea or coffee?
Chai.
Your hidden talent that nobody knows.
I am an endurance runner. I can thankfully get off the couch and go many miles before I give up. Not fast, but I can go.
Any decision that you regret?
I wish I would have spent more time learning how to spelling, grammar, writing. I've written 2 books now, but it's ridiculous how bad I am at spelling. How many misspellings often come up. So that's yeah, definitely a regret. I wish I would have yeah done better there.
And lastly, are you politically correct every time or you are open for suggestions?
I often swear like a sailor, so no.
So this is the end of a rapid fire round, and we had a lot of things to discuss. But before leaving it, Jesse, any message for aspiring entrepreneurs, those people who are already working, those people who are in their early 20s or mid 18s, they want to do something, but any message from your side?
Yeah, one of the best piece of advice I got is there's 2 things you can't mess with, and that's gravity and time. Now, Elon Musk is messing with gravity. We'll leave that to him. But time is a really important thing to be cognizant of. When time is on your side, it's a lot less stressful and you can go further without that stress. When time is not on your side, it becomes a real challenge. So if you are trying to dive into the world of entrepreneurship, do it as a side hustle. Do it nights and weekends. Find something where you can keep your day job, keep going to school, whatever it may be, and explore, because a lot of us aren't correct with our first thesis. We need to figure it out, make a little few pivots before we can really nail it. And when time's on your side, you have the space and resources to be able to make those little pivots before you jump off and go full time on it.
Thank you so much for your message, and I hope all the viewers will going to love the podcast. If you love the podcast, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can watch new podcast every week on every Wednesday. And from this podcast, you will get to know about affiliate marketing, how you can earn money with the help of affiliate marketing. We will be going to meet you in the next podcast. Till then, keep daring, keep listening, and keep achieving your goals.